For your Sandusky Speedway weekly race recap show. Your hosts, Chris Mize and Doug Duck.
Much better.
We're sitting here having a conversation, people.
We did a test run. Now we'll do it for real.
Yeah. Doug goes, "Hey," I said, "What? Are we on the right night? What do you mean?" He says, "There's nobody watching." I says, "Come on. It is a pitch hit. Take two."
Right. I have no idea.
Take two. We were 5 minutes into bullshit and whatever. All right, folks. Once again, I want to thank all our veterans out there. We appreciate everything you do, and like I said a couple minutes ago, most of us United States citizens apologize for what you're going through. Thank our military overseas and homeland. We appreciate you guys, our first responders, police, fire, EMS, doctors, nurses. We really appreciate you nurses, and we're behind you. You know what I mean. And tow truck drivers. And take two, Doug. Here we go.
All right. Now we're a little bit more polished.
Yeah, we're figured out. I really screwed up. I said something really funny on take one, and you people ain't gonna get to hear it.
What was that? What did you say? That was
So, starting over again. I want to thank everybody that came out last weekend. It was a good show. We had a hell of a racing in the pure stock division again. Great racing in that. And Dan Smith, if you're watching, sorry on take one, I bragged the hell out of you. But
he actually said some nice stuff.
But it wearing me out, so I can't say it again because then it'll piss me off.
In the same sentence, he had to bring up Little Tanner because
Little Tanner
was
good.
running third, right?
Little Tanner ran good. If Tanner's watching. So, but, it's great racing in all divisions. We had the modifieds, precision paving pure stocks, lubrication LLC, renegade series and beginner stocks. I will repeat a little bit of what I said a minute ago. As a promoter, and I'm not the promoter, I'm the race director. Kevin Jaycock's a promoter and owner.
We all know that.
So, as a promoter, this is the hardest time of year to try to run a racetrack, Doug. High school football, college football is getting so, preseason NFL, schools starting back up, everything else. And so, the fairs is the big thing. The fairs, the demo derbies, everything going on. You're competing with everything. And yes, there was. Well, there was. Debbie got her strawberry pie. Trust me.
So all's good.
Sure.
In the mice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. The executive producers. Thank you. But it was great racing. It wasn't a crowded night, but it was okay. Doug, for what was going on here in County Demo Derby, and we come out of it. We got out fairly decent early. Most of the people were happy because I didn't, I had to work. I got there late at 6, or a little after 6, and it was quiet until then, I guess. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, everything went well. Chris didn't get there till about a quarter after 6, and everything was good. Everything was on time. Then turned it over to him.
Yeah. Boom, we're late. So, it's getting down towards the end of the year. Our points battle, we got a few points battles going on. It could go either way. Pretty much people got a pretty good lead.
Yeah.
Comfortable, Doug, but
Yeah.
to the point where you screw up and it ain't going to be comfortable going into the final night. And
Right.
and that's pretty, that's pretty good. We've had a lot of big different winners, I should say, a lot of different winners throughout the year. And it's been a great season, but you do have the winners for this week, right?
I do. I hope they're here. If they came over from the last live we did, I sure do. Yeah.
Paul's taking orders now.
Wait.
Paul's taking orders.
Okay. All right. I'll get some orders in here for you. Let's take a look at last week's winners. There they are.
I can't take the smoking. Gotta go. Can't take smoking.
Who's smoking?
I don't know the comment. Gotta go. Can't take smoking.
Yeah.
I apologize. I didn't know my smoke come through the screen, Doug. But
it must
stop. But anyways, touching base. This pure stock division, just week after week after week, and they did it again. And with Dan and Johnny Newman this time, it just, Johnny caught up, and then he had Tanner getting up in the mix. I'm telling you, Wayne Sweeney was right there with him, and I talked to Wayne afterwards, and here to find out he dropped back because he started running hot. And to tell you the truth, it was a hot, humid night. I don't care what anyone says, it was hot. And, but when you go to the Renegades, AJ was right up there catching up to Clayton, and something broke on his car and he had to go off. And, yes, I did change the scenery behind Kyle. Try something new. But, AJ was right up there. He's leading the points. He broke. I don't know what lap it was, but that was going to turn into another deal like, him and Clayton had the week before. And then, the modifieds, like I said, Sammy was kind of in a league of his own. He got out front and he was hooked. He was hooked up. And I don't care if he had 10 more laps or not. I don't think he could have been beat that night. His car was on running. He had it on everything there. But, in the beginner stocks, we ended up with 2 cars. Started with 4, ended up with 2. And Spencer blew up, and Laney got the checker flag, ups her points, and getting to that, to Matt and Jedley and Laney and their whole family, our condolences and our prayers go out to the loss of Matt's mom yesterday. We're praying for you. So, yeah. Kevin didn't screw him up this time.
Right.
But he did hot lap the one, Doug. So what's that tell you?
Yeah,
we'll put the blame on Kevin.
Yeah,
he touched it. I might have touched, right? But once again, Matt, Laney, and your whole family, our condolences roll out to you. And another thing, while I'm on that, Doug, if we could say some prayers for Cease work. She's in the ICU unit, not doing very well. She, I believe, went on a ventilator, Doug, and Bill said there was some improvement today. So I talked to him. He said there was some improvement today, which is a good sign. So our prayers go out to Cease work also. So there's just too much of that going on lately, Doug, with this whole year. And I don't want to bring it down real quick, but this whole year has been too much loss around our Sandusky family, and hopefully it stops. But for everybody out there, pursue our prayers with you, Matt, and laying our condolences. So moving forward, though, it was a great race. Like I say, we're contending with fairs, everything else. But coming up this weekend, big show, Tim Enzyme Memorial, and getting back into this. We had the modifieds, renegades, and beginner stock scheduled for this weekend. Pure stocks are off.
Right.
The Ohio Wheelman Series was supposed to run at another places, this weekend, and something didn't work out, and they were looking for a place. And we talked to Will Wiggins, great guy. Hell of a program going on over there, Doug. Hell of a program.
I agree with you.
And he was here a couple of weeks ago, and we worked the deal out, and it was only fitting, that Tim Enzyme drove a street stock and he drove a modified, so it fit. Everything fit into place, and we brought the Wheelman Series in for this weekend. So for the Tim Enzyme Memorial, we'll have
Animus.
So this weekend for the Tim Enzyme Memorial will be the modifieds, Ohio Wheelman Series, renegades, and beginner stocks. So like I say, the pure stocks are off. The best speed.
Okay, well, we're going to be bringing our announcer on tonight, so
yes,
we'll make sure that we let them know that.
So, this weekend the pit gates open at 3, hot laps and main gates at 4, qualifying right around 5:30, right around there. With racing at 7, our general admission gates will be 15 this weekend. And I can tell you what, we were both talking to Will last night on some different things, and we're looking at 18 cars coming in for this weekend. I tell you, there hasn't been one bad wheelman race.
You're right.
And the modifieds always are good at Sandusky, but I'm telling you, there hasn't been one bad wheelman show. And the renegades, we've lost a few, we've gained a few. It's been attrition all year,
Right.
and for a few guys, and the gremlins keep crawling in cars with the guys when they go out on a few of them, and it happens, and so should have a great weekend of racing. Tonight, unfortunately, Mark, I always say his name wrong. Yeah, he's gonna kill me. Gaynock was involved in a accident back in May, I believe it was. Wasn't
it was. Yeah.
And he's been laid up most of the year. And I talked to Mark, I don't know, still probably 4 times a week now, and 3-4 times a week. And he was banged up pretty good, and he's still banged up, Doug. I mean, months later, he's going through, rehab and for his shoulder, not drinking rehab for his shoulder. And
you gotta specify that.
You got to specify that. Yeah, I say he's going through rehab, and next thing Mark will get 10 calls because I said it. I said you're in rehab. I didn't know you had a drinking problem or a drug problem. But and then I'll get a call tomorrow morning. What are you saying? I had a drinking problem? But Dustin Caldwell used to announce at Shady Bowl, and he's he stepped in a couple times last year, Doug. He helped us out, last couple years or whatever, and we gave Dustin a call, and he come right in and helped out, and has been there ever since. And probably he'll finish out the year and go into next year, I'm sure. And if Mark Mark decides to come back next year, Dustin will
that
be
out.
there. He'll be there too. But he's our announcer now, and I don't know if he's in the green room
He
yet.
is.
And before
You-
before we bring, well, here he is, Dustin.
Go ahead.
Stay
Say
back
it.
in the green room.
Right. Put you
Listen,
away.
people, being an announcer at Sandusky Speedway is probably a bitch because
Especially with Chris.
you got us two over here, they're over in the other, and they'll be right in the middle of saying something. I'll start getting on the radio, hey,
Right.
say this
Just,
or hey,
and what
screaming
Chris expects to happen is you just stop and take note and don't give him the finger, as in this finger. Like, wait a minute, don't do that.
And normally I get this, the hands. But bring Dustin on, ladies and gentlemen, our announcer at Sandusky right now, Dustin Caldwell.
How you doing, Dustin? Good. How you guys doing tonight?
We are great.
We thought we'd bring you on because you're the voice now of Sandusky Speedway, and everybody thinks it's easy, and I used to tell Mark that everybody thinks it's easy, but to put it in a nutshell, you got two assholes over on the other side that will interrupt you at any time and point, hey,
Right.
and
expect you to stop and listen to us.
Yeah, and
the time on that car was.
Yeah, but or I'll start screaming and you'll see him cut the mic off because it's bleeding all the way through in the other room. But what's funny is me and Doug kind of did something unintentionally, but it turned out we were laughing our asses off. We told the story last week. I believe it was last week. Yeah. Hey, I couldn't remember, the person's name that was going up, and it wasn't Josh's sister. It was for the other one, Doug, that they were throwing a green flag. We had an honorary starter.
Right.
And I yell over on her radio to Dustin. I says, hey, I don't know the name. I forgot, but, make sure you mention the honorary flag dropper. And Dustin, automatic, it's in his head, and the honorary flag dropper. And, oh, man.
Because what happened was we did it like right before we were going to do the green. So I couldn't think of what to actually say to you, like the honorary green flag flyer, the flag dropper.
Well, it was funny because we had just been talking about, Chris had flagged before and talked about dropping that caution flag at one time when they put up a fence behind the stand. And I don't know if that's what stuck, but, kudos to Jeffrey Baker for just running right with it. Because when I said in our honorary flag dropper, and I look over like, hey, I didn't get a name, and luckily Jeff was there and he picked it right up and went in with it. So that was kind of nice.
The thing of it is after we said flag dropper, and Dustin goes out, the honorary flag dropper, and then he turns, the look was priceless. Me and Doug, thank God Joe Pugh was running the one show, because me and Doug were in tears looking at him laughing. Look at him. He actually said flag dropper,
Yeah.
Dustin, you were thrown in a role, and you come from Shady Bull. Rick Young, great guy, great people down at Shady Bull, one of our allies. There was a little bit, we've talked a little more structure on some stuff and this and that, and then you come to Sandusky and you're like, okay, what? Hey, man, it's all you.
That's your suite over there, dude.
Yeah, it's your.
But when we say, say something, you better not gonna say it.
Well, what would you like me? I don't care what you do. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care what you say, man. It's all you.
Yeah.
I know there's had to be some. I mean, we're not the easiest bunch to work with. Trust me. I know that, especially me on a race night. I know I can be a complete asshole, and I get that. But my wife's laughing. You hear that, Doug? Now she breaks out laughing finally. But
because you admitted it finally.
Yeah. I've been trying to get him at that for 16 years. But coming into this situation, kind of green to Sandusky, being there a few times we had you, and how was your adjustment from when you first come into dealing with us now?
Well, it was a big change. I mean, Rick down there runs a really tight show, and 5 divisions of racing I was coming from in one night, and everything's boom, 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 go, 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 and I kind of a sigh of relief a little bit because things are a little bit more laxed. And I say that loosely. I don't mean like completely, but it was a little bit more relaxed environment and a little bit more creativity. It was kind of great, and monitor kicked off on me there. It's my source of light. But it's it's a really awesome environment. Like playing the music. He's got some good ideas for the different divisions too, and although it was a hard adjustment, the hardest thing is always the names, who's who, who to watch out for, those kinds of things. Learning out, what was called a pure stock here might be called a sports stock somewhere else. Learning the division names and just really trying to do diligence by the drivers. The fans come to see the drivers. They want to hear the drivers' names. They want to hear sponsors, those kinds of things, and that's probably the hardest part as an announcer to come in, especially, when you're filling the shoes that Mark has, and I see the fans who love Mark. They enjoyed what he's done. And that, I felt like when I had to come in, I'm stepping into, I'm going to say it's kind of funny, but clown shoes, like really big shoes to fill. Yeah. And I say that, of course, but it was really difficult to step in and announce, but I think we're getting to the point now where things are getting more down and we're kind of got a good rhythm going, though it's getting in the later part of the season. But I really enjoyed it being in the booth with you guys. It's had its challenges, but it's also been all in good fun. I think at the end of the night we all leave with a smile, so then that's the best part.
I think the best thing was when there's 2 air conditioners up there in that part of, and I think you only tried one. And I go,
Yes.
well, that place used to freeze out, and he went back and tried the one on the back wall.
And sure enough,
Well, why didn't you tell me that?
yes,
Oh, it worked.
that was hot. I mean, last weekend was brutal up there in that tower, and normally it's not so bad because I got the fan right there, and the other air conditioner started to sound like it was about ready to go, and you told me it was freezing out, and sure enough, by the end of the night, I was having cold chills, and I'm like, oh man, if I'd have known about this thing weeks prior, it'd been a little bit better. But it's a good gym going forward.
Funny story, real quick, Doug. I think it was like first time we had him up, maybe 2 years ago, I believe it was. Thursday night of High Miler, maybe it was, or one of the shows we had him up. First time, the cowboy hat. What I tell you, man, Dustin, you got to wear the cowboy hat. It's trademark, because he didn't wear it a couple times. He said, "Hey, man, you got to have a cowboy." But it was, and I don't mean to pick on you, and I don't want you to take it this way. It was funny because that's when you were over next to Doug, and I was on the other side, and I says, play some music. And what music would you want? What do you want to hear? What? I don't give a shit. Dustin, play something. Just don't play. And
Right.
You've adjusted well. Okay, from that day where you were used to play this, do this, to I don't give a shit. Just entertain.
This is your review. We're going to do it live.
Yeah. We're gonna do this.
Performance evaluation, yeah.
Yeah, evaluation live. But to now where we had a long talk a couple weeks ago, I think it was, and it was probably an hour and a half talk, and I says, you get it where you're not the show, but you're a part of the show. Them drivers are the show, and you understand that, and so be yourself. Create your own personality, and you've done a hell of a job. And we talked to you last week about this past Saturday about coming on, and the reason why I wanted him on, Doug, and I think you too, is we made a change, had to. Mark was in the wreck and everything, and it don't look like you, but we brought Dustin in, and a lot of people see you in that, but they don't know the face quite as much, and the person, and we want to thank you. Trust me, we want to
appreciate that.
And you've lived the most important week, Doug, hell week of High Miler, and you've seen it. We warned them, people. We said to them, we said, listen, Everybody tell you how fun high miler is. Let me tell you something. Up in that tower, it ain't fun at all. And you're, yeah.
Right.
And you found out, you know, and
Mhm.
but you made it through that, kept you cool, and you're doing a hell of a job. And you know, like I say, it's sometimes you're catching on to where me and Doug will yell, and when we're looking at it and we yell something and we're laughing, you're catching on. Nah, I ain't falling for that shit no more. You know, or before you just up, you know,
Right, right.
and that's a cold trick, people, but it does happen. You know, and the honorary flag dropper though will stick. I think you said that this weekend. We had, you know, a couple people drop the green flags, and I didn't that what we called them.
What did I say? I said something different. I said flag waiver maybe this time.
It's just
So yeah,
We'll
flag
eventually
dropper.
figure out what it is, but flag dropper was
Yeah,
good.
needed a spelling
Yeah.
on some of those last names, but you know we got it figured out by the time their division was ready to go.
the person throwing a green for Ron Calhoun.
You got one person for a raise for you.
Good review. Yeah. There you go. See Kelly after the race for your race.
right. And Nadine, once when you speak of Sam Bingham in the modified, his nickname Shaggy,
Okay,
and you have to say Rutrow.
I tell you what, just
Rutrow.
for a lot of people that, you know, that was going back what 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
I think it was.
Yeah.
And Sammy's got he comes up in the tower one day, and I'm looking at him, and his hair is just. So what the hell is wrong with you? And he goes, what do you mean? You know, he's just a kid. What, 15 years old, Doug?
Right.
You know,
Yep.
14, 15. And I said, damn, hair looks like Shaggy from Scooby. And boom. From that moment on, it stuck.
We played that song whenever we introduced him.
Yeah, or when he was walking up the sidewalk, we'd play the Shaggy song.
And now he's going to college, he informed me. So watch out, colleges.
Soon to be Dr. Shaggy.
Yeah, if I go in the ER and Sammy's in the ER as a doctor, I'm gonna say,
And then you got to put up with him and Nadine.
Yeah,
that'd be tough on you. Thunderstruck for the modifieds. That's what Paul would like. Did you?
That's what we've been playing, isn't it?
We've had a few weeks where we didn't music because, you know, different things where we had to really, really move. But
where you're walking up the steps and I'm bringing them out.
You know, I kind of, you know, I've told you guys before, right? Right. I've told you guys before too. It's awesome when you just hear, you know, when you know a song that relates to a division and you hear it, and you could be anywhere on the grounds, and the minute you hear, like, for what Paul was saying, Thunderstruck, you know those mods are coming out. Obviously, you're going to hear the engines rumbling back there in the pits, but you know, when you hear that, it's almost, I equate it similar to like wrestling. You know, when your favorite wrestler comes out and you just hear that music and it just gets the blood moving and you're so excited. And that's what I try to translate behind the mic. You know, I get amped up. You know, I'm probably, you know, one tick away from a heart attack half the time when we go starting, but you know, I want people up on their feet at announcing, or, you know, cheering for their drivers. You know, those guys are going out there, all that work that they put in to get those cars ready to race, and, you know, surviving, and, you know, the hot laps, the heat races and all that, and qualifying, and, you know, they love it, you know, and you know, they love the support, and it gets me chills hearing the crowd roar. And that's, you know, I feel like it's almost my obligation, you know, to just to amplify that crowd when those guys are coming out there and they're doing that wave lap, and it's just such an awesome sight to see.
Yeah, and you know, you're doing a hell of a job. Like I say, me and Doug
Appreciate that.
up in that tower, I can only imagine, you know, I can only imagine some days what it's like, because especially you're hearing me having a nutty over on the other side, you know.
You can close the window at any time if you
want. But
what about the year and model of the car being introduced? Think that you pull that off?
Well, you know, first thing I want to say is kudos to my race pass. I know you're there every Saturday. You guys hear me, you know, talk that app up quite a bit. It's the official app that we use, to give you all the information. I get a lot of my information from that. So sponsors and all that. And I know some guys, have profiles that are not going to be filled out or, things. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm all about that. And, feedback is amazing. Whatever's going to help me be better at what I do, to be able to provide more information to the fans and everybody out there, I'm all for it.
Hear that, drivers?
There you go.
Get your My Race passes filled out.
Dustin, it's what song? I wonder what song. Watch, I'll be walking up the sidewalk and Dustin will play the I-95 song for me. We can't do that because we got kids there, but Dustin, we appreciate everything you're doing and doing a hell of a job.
I thank you guys. It's a pleasure to work with you, and appreciate the opportunity to come up and fill in and just like you say, the racing's excellent. And if you guys are tuning in and you haven't been to the Speedway yet this year, come out and watch, because what they tell you every Tuesday night, it's exactly true. The racing is amazing. Good side-by-side racing, as my earpiece is falling out. Good side-by-side racing. I mean, I'm like, I think I feel like that soccer announcer, with the Brazilian soccer, the goal. Yeah, I feel like that every single race. I mean, I'm on my, I'm glued to that window, just calling as best I can everything going on, because you just never know who's going to be coming across. And there's so many good, talented drivers out there. It's amazing, and it's nice to know, because some people go to a track and there's your favorites who you can run away with it, but I don't think there's favorites, but I don't think there's anybody that actually runs away with a race that I've seen since I've been there, and it's just awesome. It's amazing. So, but I appreciate the opportunity.
I tell you, 2 weeks ago when Dan and Kyle, remember each lap it was changing, it come down, and I normally don't hear you over there because when it come down to the white flag and they come across, it's funny, Doug, is I could actually hear Dustin, and I'm like, geez, he's into it more, but that's great. I love that, but Dustin, thanks for coming on. We just wanted to get your face out, and he's the man with the hat.
Sorry if I disappointed anybody with my looks. Apparently, they're not as good as my voice. I got that face for radio. So
now they can catch you on Twitch, right?
Oh, nah.
Come on. What was the name of that? Tell me the name of that again.
Nah, it's one of my other hobbies.
No,
but
what is it?
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
Oh, I go by the name Seamus. It's my cowboy action shooter ID. Basically, I do. That's half the reason the cowboy hat thing sticks is when I left Shady Bull, I was going into competitive shooting, doing cowboy action shooting. I've always been a big fan of the Wild West, and you dress up and you play, do a whole shebang, look like you're out from the 1800s, and I went by Ironhide. It was my nickname. So
Ironhide.
Yeah.
That's something we'll have to remember, Doug.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right.
All right, Dustin. Thanks a lot, buddy. I'll see you
Appreciate it.
Saturday night.
All right. Guys,
Thanks
take
for
care.
everything you do.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, people. We had to bring him on. He's doing a hell of a job, and it like I say, it's not,
and we are two hard people to work with.
Yeah, it's not easy, because
it's not easy being us.
No, because we change a lot of stuff on the fly, and we don't. You can have an itinerary in about the first 5 minutes, throw it right out the window because we change stuff up, but hey, doing a great job. I appreciate him. Cat in a hat. A cat in a hat. He didn't wear it a couple times. Remember? And I said, "Where's your cowboy hat?"
Right.
He goes, well, I didn't. I want you to wear that cowboy hat. That's what people know you about a cowboy hat, man. So it's your personality, But so, how many people we got typing in? They've been typing in hashtags.
We've got 38 of 48. We lost about 12 or 15 people.
Dropped off.
Yeah.
Chris is so calm and a really great guy on the radio. Love hearing him as a. Yeah.
I wanted to mention something because Jeffy said that he heard the radio over the PA system. We actually do that on purpose sometimes. Not when you're hearing some screaming, but usually we want to let the fans hear what the race director's saying to the drivers. So we put that over the air.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while, and we did it last Saturday night. I don't know if people like it or not, but thank God you don't listen over to your loudspeakers on all of it. But
Right.
make sure you get hashtag Sandusky Speedway in.
Yeah.
Give 'em
And what are we giving away?
2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, 2 Pepsis, 2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, 2 Pepsis.
Okay.
Hour in the Tower.
Okay.
Big D's Pizza, Dean Henry.
And I think that is a large 2 topping
And 2 liter. Large 2 topping and 2 liter. Clyde, Ohio. Big D's
Yes.
Pizza. Dean Henry, thank you. Great dude. Great supporter. And I believe there's, if you tune in tomorrow night to the Ohio Wheelman Series, I believe it starts at 8 o'clock, Doug. His Facebook Live. Dean's, he's going to be giving, I think, a few tickets away. I'm not sure how many. Compliments of Big D's Pizza. So, and then I'm going to give for the modified race, flag dropper,
flag dropper for mods. Okay.
and the Renegades. And then I'll let Will give one away tomorrow night for the street stocks.
All right. And then Paul's car care giving away 1 pit pass.
1 pit pass.
And
Paul's car care.
where's it at?
Where's what at?
Paul's car care.
New Franklin, Ohio.
New Franklin.
Paul
for
Bingham.
New Franklin.
Sam Bingham's car owner.
Shaggy.
Yeah. That car is a beautiful car. And
it is.
It's a tribute to the veterans and people that serve. And if anything, you got to see this car, and they did a hell of a job on that. And I want to thank Paul and them for honoring our veterans and our people that serve that way. I mean, Paul's big on that too.
Yep.
Thank him. I mean, he could be going out and getting a lot of sponsors, filling that up, but he puts a few sponsors on, and he's, that car's a beautiful car. So, but all the cars are beautiful. I know I'm gonna get some hate now. What about my car?
Everybody's car's nice.
Everybody's car's nice.
We did take notice.
Paul stands out a little, but so what we have is 2 sets, 2 tickets, hot dogs, Post products, Big D's Pizza and Clyde, large pepperoni and 2 liter, Hour in the Tower, flag dropper for the Renegades and Modifieds, and 1 pit pass and 2 t-shirts.
All right. One moment. All right, we're ready.
Nadine, we'll still take sponsors though. But hashtag Sandusky Speedway, all one. We'll give you another second here to get tagged in if you ain't. And then we're going to start the drawings.
Mm-hmm.
Dougie's getting it up.
Yeah, I want to make sure that it's the right size.
The right size.
Yeah. You gotta have the right size.
There you go.
All right, we ready?
Amy Cather got on, so she's going to win.
Right.
All right, here we go, people. 2 hot dogs, 2 Pepsi products, 2 general admission tickets.
And we're off and rolling.
Zuckerberg's flying around me again, Doug.
I don't know. Checking out, see what you're talking about.
Yeah. What are you talking about tonight? Joe Seibert. He's won it before, too.
Joe Seibert. Okay. And then you can give the
Sandusky Speedway Facebook page, private message us. Okay, second one. 2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, 2 Pepsi products.
Mm-hmm.
We're sorry we started late. We probably for the life of us ain't gonna figure out what the hell happened there. Johnny Angel.
Wow. There you go.
Here you go, Johnny. You won. All right, Johnny.
Now you're a winner.
If you can pull your car over and let it sit and cool, I'll be back in about an hour.
Because you are a winner.
You are a winner. Winner, winner.
Right.
Pumpy dinner.
Hour in the tower.
Hour in the tower.
And explain what you got to do in order to get the hour in the tower.
If you win the hour in the tower, come up right around race time to the tower and let us know that you won, because we'll forget.
Mm-hmm. Not on purpose.
Oh,
Kyle
boy.
Ramsey. We got to put up with Kyle Ramsey.
Kyle's I go up there on my own. I leave.
Right. And I don't want to be there.
You know what? Kyle's eligible to come up there all the time, so let's draw another one.
All right. And it is gonna be
Kyle Ramsey. Ray Thomas. Full shell.
Bushall.
Hope we said that right if you're still watching.
Yeah.
Make sure you come up, gets around race time, and come on up. And
when heats start, come on up. It's better than if you come up during the features. It's a little dark in there because we're like bats and we don't like light.
I do not. Okay, now what's next?
Big D's Pizza, large 2-topping with a 2-liter Pepsi product.
Big D's Pizza, Clyde, Ohio. Dean Henry. Thank you, Dean.
Mm.
Watch Dean win his own pizza. I'm not giving it away either. I'm hungry. Don Franks.
And then you just need to reach out to
Big D's Pizza's Facebook page.
Yep. Let them know that you won.
Works out better that way, Doug. You know, I think it works out better. They reach out to Big D's Pizza and Clyde.
Right.
Message your Facebook page and he'll set you right up. Great guy.
Yep.
If you're ever going through Clyde, Ohio, make sure you stop. Big D's Pizza is a big supporter of all racing, asphalt and dirt. So thanks, Dean. What's next?
Paul's Car Care out of New Franklin.
Ohio.
1 pit pass. And somebody's going to win a pit pass.
Jeff Pfeiffer. Jeffy saying, I finally won. It isn't rigged.
There you go, Jeffy.
Angel be coming to see me. Uh-oh.
That was compliments of Paul's Car Care.
Paul's Car Care.
The Bingham Racing Team.
Yes.
Out of New Franklin.
Thanks, Paul. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
Jeffy won.
Jeffy's a winner.
He's calling Johnny right now. See, I told you, son of a bitch, I'd win something this year.
All right, now we're honorary flag droppers for the first one's for the modifieds.
Yes.
And even Shannon Hoffer.
There you go, Shannon.
You are the honorary flag dropper for the modifieds.
Just going to look at Brad and say, you're watching the kids for a minute.
Yeah. And I am going to go drop the flag. Okay, so
Renegades.
Here we go. Flag dropper for the Renegades.
Sandy Whipke.
Sandy is going to be on the flag stand.
There you go. Sandy, you won.
You're a winner.
You're a winner. And you know, what else do we got before I get in? We got 2 T-shirts.
Well, yeah, you did not say that.
I said 2 T-shirts earlier. People help me out because he does this shit to me all the time up in the tower. You didn't say that. And then my mind's going, oh, did I say it?
Say that?
Oh, Sandy, you
Oh,
want to
Sandy.
pass? All right, we'll give the Renegades flag
All right.
dropper.
So
Thanks,
here's
Sandy.
a Renegade flag dropper. That's what this is for. Renegade.
Thank you,
flag
Daniel. He said it. See, you said it. I said it. I said it.
dropper.
He does this to me all the time. And then he'll debate me like half hour, and then when I think I did,
And the one thing that I do have, I can go back and review it. See
here's
what he really
one.
said.
Daniel Willoughby T-shirt. Daniel Curtis Willoughby. Send Sandusky Speedway's Facebook page message. Your size.
You guys. Okay, and now we'll go back to the flag dropper.
No, yeah, flag dropper for the Renegade, and then we'll give a second T-shirt away.
Wow, you are feeling.
You're giving 2 T-shirts. That's what we always give away.
Okay.
Kevin's at the fair, so he ain't watching. Joey Whitecoff.
You are going to be flagging dropping
shit.
the flag on the Renegades.
Joey be having the other. Joey will grab the black flag in the other hand.
Or are you driving?
I don't know. I don't know if he is or isn't.
Okay.
Now, last T-shirt.
Last T-shirt.
Joe can't make it, so Joe Seibert. Okay,
Yeah.
Joe, we appreciate you telling us that. Go ahead with this one, the last T-shirt. Joe, thanks for letting us know. We appreciate that. Amber Lee Wright. And you know, she's won before. I can't remember what.
Yep.
Okay, Joe, just put up there, redraw my winnings. I can't make it this weekend.
Okay.
Thanks.
So that's for 2 tickets.
2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, and 2 Pepsi products.
All right. You guys just waited out long enough. Yeah,
wait it out.
You could be a winner. I agree with that. Jenny.
There you go. 2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, and 2 Pepsi. Send us a message on Facebook, Sandusky Speedway Facebook page. Sandy, when we get done, message my private page. Do another one for the flag dropper. It's catching on, isn't it? Flag dropper.
Yes, yeah, that's what you are now. Do another one. Joey don't want
No, and then the next thing, if somebody wins and Joey dropped the green, he'll hear it. Yeah, you cheated.
Right, you knew when to drop it.
You told him when you were going to drop it.
Right. All right. This is for the flag dropper of the Renegades. Somebody's going to want this. Wow. Rollo.
There you go. Rollo. Okay. Rollo, you taking it.
Let me clarify that. This does go through everybody's name, but the screen, the way they have it set up is the screen's not fast enough to show every name, but it does go through every name.
Look, Brad Allen. Shannon was yelling in the room, I won, Brad. And Brad goes, hold on. My screwed me again. Shannon, my screwed me again.
Dustin said we should have an honorary Checkpoint Charlie closer.
Yeah. Ron Calhoun saying that to Dustin.
Right.
You know the flag. You know Checkpoint Charlie didn't get shut when he said, I miss Mark.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But Jeffy.
What Jeffy
dinner and a pass with it. Yeah. In closing out, I just want to say this, and trust me, I'm not kissing his ass. but I am because I think he's doing a hell of a job. You know, the Ohio Wheelman Series, a great series. Will's put a lot of time, effort, money to make a great series. He's doing a hell of a job, and we want to thank him coming over and racing. We'd gladly pick his race up. Tune in tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, Ohio Wheelman Series, their Facebook Live. Then Thursday night, Hammer Down Racing Report at 7. Then normally Shady Bulls right around 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, they got their Facebook Live. Make sure you tune into these and watch them. Especially Ohio Wheelman Series, support that series. Hammer Down Racing Report. Them guys have been great for Sandusky Speedway and racing in general. You know, our dirt, asphalt, doesn't matter.
I think Scott Hammer won a feature.
Yeah, he finally won a feature, I think.
Finally.
You know, it's funny because he announces there too at Oakshade Speedway. And I went up there a couple weeks ago. Well, it's been a while back now, but 3-4 weeks ago. And, I had a great time. Doug, I called you from Minnesota. It's pretty laid back, great crowd. But once again, before we close, our condolences again to Matt and Laney on the loss of his mom and her grandmother. Our prayers go out to you and your family. Once again, before you hit your pillows tonight, say a prayer for Sue Swart and the Swart family, her kids, and she's in a tough time right now, fight for her life, and we still believe that the prayers do help. So before you hit your bed, make sure you say some prayers for these people. And when you're done saying that, I don't mean this sarcastically or anything, say an extra prayer, because we've lost enough people this year in the racing community, and it's getting old. I don't know what kind of test we're being put to, but I think we've passed it, and we need to be done. And so, other than that, Doug, you got anything?
I have nothing. I'm done.
God bless America, and God bless our troops and our veterans.
See ya.
Thank you.